Hi, every soul. I use the word hi for greetings, and of course, greetings is good, rather than the word hello. And one of the reasons I don't use the word hello is because of the hell, Hell, connotation in it. And for any reasons, I don't wish to energize a hell scenario, whether it be hell or hello. So what I tend to do is choose hi, and by saying high vibration as well. So your words are very powerful, and at times it is important to consider your choice of words, because as a powerful co-creator, things that you speak out are also adding to the creation of reality. So common sense would say, rather than saying hello going low, we say hi going high and getting out of hell, if you will. Nevertheless, this is about the twin flames mission, and also, the overall Ascension mission. For those that are aware of the twin flame concept, and of course we have many levels with it, one's just entering the divine concept of twin flames, knowing what it is and its importance. And of course we have the advanced twin flame couples, that are doing more of their divine mission together and in unison, and are also endowed with the divine knowledge of the importance of the twin flame divine delegations and why it's here upon the planet at this time. So, simply with all of us, we know that we're here for a mission. We're not just here for a reason to sit around under a tree and to create a reality and solidarity, individually. No, in the simplest terms, procreation on this planet involves a masculine and a feminine. Yes, it's true that the feminine brings the creation into the world in the form of a child. However, the child is not born unless miraculously, divinely conceived by the feminine alone. It takes the masculine to contribute to procreation, but creation as a whole. So to get reflected outward, if you will, into this reality and in conjunction with the twin flame unions, it is that coming together, that combining of the feminine and masculine representative. Like in procreation, when you create a child, it takes the physical unity to do it. You don't create a child by being separated. There is no creation. So this principle also holds true with the twin flame relationship at creating the new reality. It takes two, and it takes both into the physical union to do this. And the twin flame mission is a very, very important mission upon the planet. And these divinely designated couples, if you will, have been pre-chosen by themselves, but also by the divine plan, because they serve a very invaluable divine purpose and reason. Their missions are absolutely important to the planet. And again, it's because both consorts, both partners of the twin flame union, they are endowed with activated Merkabas, Kundalini, light bodies. And when they come together, they create a creational energy unlike what any humans do, and what they think is love and sex, if you will. No, this is different with the twin flames, and again, it takes the physical unity to do it. At this most important time, there is a spiritual battle occurring upon the planet. There is the call, if you will, from those that can make it forward, that can ascend, and there are those that stay behind. And those mostly that stay behind is the darkness theirself. They are soulless minions, and they cannot ascend. However, what we have with the spiritual battle is the soulless evil dark minions trying to prevent the souls from ascending. So there is a friction and there is a contest with it, hence the spiritual battle. And of course, it's all ascertained. It's in the future where all souls are completely free and in a love and abundance and have ascended. But what occurs between here and getting there, there are variables in between here. And the individual soul choices and priorities play a big role in how quick we get the mission done. And with this, always, and I remain adamant, and I will right now because this is important, it is so important for the twin flames to be in physical union at this time, creating the great love and also putting in the co-creator commands to change reality, to ascend it upward. Because what this also does, it raises the consciousness level, which makes it easier for our brothers and sisters that are in hell yet still in the matrix to raise in consciousness, to begin to assist theirself to also ascend. So having said this, we need all hands on deck. And I've put out that call for what and who I am. It doesn't matter to anyone that believes what I say. It's not fully about that. It's not about any glorification of Rick, but it's also not neglecting, nor ignoring, nor refuting the divine reason why I am on the planet at this time. And yes, I do play a prominent role, and that's not coming from any human ego. It's coming from the divine ego, which is my identity and my authority in the role I play on the planet. So having said that, we have divinely, what I was given a few days ago is that as a result of the stagnation and the prolongment of raising the vibration of the planet, more, let's say, we're succumbing to death and stress and other sicknesses. So what was occurring is because of a stagnation and a prolongment, many more were not being able to make it to and through the ascension with their physical vessels intact. So there was an override mechanism, if you will, divinely, that then has directly intervened, gone down in to our brothers and sisters that, let's say, were not awakened, and they're given very profound, prominent experiences in the moment with the divine counsel, divine realm, that they wake up abruptly and instantly to the degree that they know that they're here for a divine purpose, a reason, and a mission. So that much has been done. But again, the roles that the twin flame peers play on the planet are very serious, important roles. And that, again, There is the divine reason for it. If it wasn't needed, it wouldn't be happening. And it's not just an experience like it's tried to pass off to be by the darkness, say, oh, it's just a romantic experience, go and do whatever you wish. No, that is the illusion and trickery by the darkness at infiltrating the teachings and putting falsities in there to steer ones away from their mission and also to separate ones. When ones are separated, you need to look at separation is a tactic of the darkness. When they separate ones, you divide and you conquer. So with the darkness, they'll separate ones. And then, the darkness was intelligent, but not as intelligent as the light. But once the darkness would separate what they had known or assumed to be twin flame pairs, then they will subliminally attack the individual that's separated to suppress and disempower them. And the reason why the darkness does this, because they know the true power of the twin flames physically united, because your auric energetic field only goes out so far. But when you're physically united, your auric energetic fields increases in energy and amplitude when you're in physical union. Then what occurs, you become a very important divine tool, even if you will, to facilitate the new creation in the new reality that is based on all of the core divine values and principles of love, harmony, unity, freedom, abundance, and all of these things. So, again, the twin flame mission is so important, and it's so vital at this time. So with this, if you are a twin flame consort and you know it, take every measure that you can to unite with what you know is your divine consort, your divine partner. It doesn't matter if you know or if you think you may be one of the 12 original pairs. It doesn't matter, because there are so many levels and twin flame designations. And as we go forward, new twin flame relationships are being created, and many more twin flame relationships are being created to facilitate and create the new reality, the Ascension, where we all go into. So again, it's important, if you are a twin flame partner, if you know that, get it in physical union. Now also, if you're not a twin flame partner and you are a divine enlightened one to the degree that you are, and if you are in alignment with your mission, you know that the unity is so important, and the love and the harmony. So one of the best ways is when you evaluate and you see there's disharmony out there, well, what you do is you produce the opposite, higher instruction of harmony, so that it takes ones forward, because this is where we're going, to harmony, to the higher consciousness, and where the old ways and old things are not part of the new. All of the distortion has to be settled here. There is no distortion up here into the fifth dimension and in the Ascension, where we're taking the entire planet. So, once again, yes, this is a clarion call, once again, for every divine one to step up their game, step more into your divine authority, take more of an active and proactive role. By doing this, we shorten the time that we get here. So all hands on deck. The more that are being divinely responsible to their mission and accountable to it, and with that inner knowing that the divine mission is actually the priority, and it's what gives you the freedom, love, and abundance, everything that you had in the inner knowing, how you expected and thought this world should be. You had that, so we can create it. So you come together to do this, and don't be tricked or persuaded, from anything that causes separation. Separation is not in alignment with the divine plan. The divine plan is unity and harmony and balance. Separation causes imbalance. So very simply with those. So the twin flame mission, once again, is so important because that coming together in the physical union and with the divine sacred love making, the intimacy, it creates an energy that goes out into reality that is commanding reality to be the same as what is in this intimacy. And in this intimacy, what is created is the greatest love that ones have ever known. Humans have never known this great love, this great peace, this great harmony, where that's all that is in the sacred intimacy that is put out. It's no selfish, lustful, sexual thing. That is gone out of the equation. So then your energetics that you are creating is all in love, peace, harmony, and abundance, and balance, and no distortion in it. Because this is the world that we're creating. It doesn't have the distortions. So on your twin flame journey, again, you've been all prepared. You've been in divine boot camp by individually given your tests, your trials, your tribulations, and the temptations to master and to make the right choices and the higher choices to quickly bring you together. So with your morals as well, which are your core values, which are divine virtues, those are all needed. Not to be tempted away from the divine union, and also not to be controlled by an outside planetary source, if you will. And again, you need to know that the priority is the divine mission. And this is what saves you and saves all. So there is not the thing of just sitting somewhere under a tree. It doesn't happen. It doesn't work that way. And simply, if it did, you could just sit under the tree and you could have all your money coming in and survive fully in this reality. But as most of you, if not all of you, know, it doesn't work that way. However, all together in unity, it does work because we create it. But it takes the unity, the togetherness to do it. Separation doesn't do it. And again, if you become separated, then the darkness is easier to control you, to keep you in separation, because the twin flame pairs, again, have the most important, one of the very most important divine missions upon the planet, and with this ascension to create that world. So if the darkness is able to persuade you and entice you to keep separated with their trickery, then what they do is they keep their hello intact further. So you need to be wise with this, with what I'm saying, and keep your focus and your priority onto the main goal of ascension, not only for you, for the entire planet in the mission that we all come here to do. So again, this is a reiteration of what many of you know, but also there's many that are just awakening that need to hear this message, so very quickly they can avoid unnecessary things by coming in alignment and knowing, yes, it's a divine mission. We're not there yet, but the more we have in alignment, in unity, the quicker we get it done. So very importantly, what I say, do not let anything physically separate you from your divine partner. You know there is a mission. You know what you come here to do. You know how to do it. Trust that. Trust the mission. Don't trust separation. As I said, it's a tactic and a method of the darkness. So it's important to know this and to trust this. And again, many are at different levels with their inner knowing, with their divine twin flame experience. But what I'm here to tell you, this is essential to come together. Now, also, again, with the twin flames, what's occurring with this ascension, the physical union, why it's so important also to be in the physical union, is because you're advancing your organic physical vessels as well. Now, when you are in physical union, making sacred divine love and intimacy, what occurs within your physical vessel is there's energetic chemical reactions that are connected to the touches, the smells, and the immediate feelings. These reactions, chemical actions, which are energetic actions, don't occur when you're separated. You need to be together to have the energy right here inside of the bubble of the two, and this advances both organic vessels much more rapidly into the crystalline. Now you also have with these organic bodies, which is called pheromones, if you will, and they are scents that are released from the body, which is an attractive feature. For a masculine, there will be certain scents that will come from that my partner will smell, or maybe not, because there are what you call invisible pheromones, invisible scents. But what they do, these scents, they create the chemical reaction in the olfactory nerves. So it's energy that is going on. And the pheromones send the signals. And the signals also are very important at activating the root, which is your fuel as well for your ascension, but the fuel to accelerate the crystalline process with the physical vessel. So what you see is when two twin flames come together in physical union, they are advancing their physical vessels very quickly into the crystalline structure, which makes them even stronger at creating energy, because the crystalline energy, the frequency that comes from that, is greater than the old human carbon-based organic vessel. And what also occurs within these organic vessels, when you come together in intimacy, the heart rates, the organic heart rate speeds up, which circulates the crystalline plasma in your blood quicker. And this also generates a field, a very important electromagnetic field, which is also an energetic creation field. And this is why with your twin flames, with some they will be reporting now, perhaps, and others will eventually, once you increase your vibration with both partners together, you begin to open the portals, you begin to open the firmament, the pink plasma, the purple firmament, between this dimensional realm and the other dimensional realm. Now, to keep it simple, when you open the access, the doors, because the access, it's through the divine sacred love in unity that both come together with the keys. It takes the feminine and the masculine keys to come together to unlock and open these higher realm doors. So when you open those, what you do is you go up with your energetic vessels into a higher etheric creation space, and you also bring that into the physical vessels, and you create it outward in this reality. So I'll keep those things simple. What I wish to also, again, I say the importance of the divine mission. Ones can't just sit under a tree and let it happen organically. You need to be responsible. You need to know that there is an actual divine mission, that there is a divine reason and purpose that you're on the planet, and even more so if you are a twin flame consort or partner. How you know if you're a twin flame? Well, if it's come into your awareness, this means you do have a compatible partner out there somewhere. And it's important that you follow the divine prompts, because this twin flame relationship has priority over any old human relationships. It's for a divine reason and purpose, a very important one. So you may, in your twin flame experience, there can be several catalysts, and you need to go in to those. And because if you don't, if you're hesitant and fear, nothing moves forward. So you go into the relationships until you find the right one. You might have several catalysts, or what's like twin flame relationships, but each one does something. It will activate your root, it will activate your sacral, your throat, to whatever degrees, but you need to keep going through these steps very quickly. So you have divine catalysts that will play a role until you are both together and able to create to unlock the doors to the pink and purple firmament, and to begin to take the relationship beyond this realm. That's when you know you're with the right one, and that of course you have the very real energetics moving through the body that confirm this, so there is no mistaking it. The twin flame relationship, for those of you that don't know about the energy yet that's created, that you will be, once you get into the alignment with it, once your Merkaba is activated, then you will know, and you will be an example and a confirmation that this is very real. And also you will know the important divine responsibilities that come with it. So again, what I'm saying to even those of you that may be skeptical on it, what I am saying, it's very real, and every day more and more are attesting to the energetic effects that is beyond the old human, because again, we are evolving the humanoid vessel beyond human. It's going into the crystalline base so that it can vibrate at a higher frequency above the hello. So the hello disappears, it vanishes. There is no more hell. So it's important that you raise the frequencies in your vessel by doing what you're guided to do. You got to clean up your diets. You also have to clean up your demeanor, your character. And that is so important, because truth is an energy. Lie is an energy. So you need to choose always the highest moral virtues and the transparency. And what this does, when you choose that, you raise higher in your divine empowerment, and also your consciousness awakens higher. So it needs to be the choices. So in the past, yes, everyone lied perhaps, weren't as virtuous, but you're given the choices to come clean, to choose to be truthful. And once you take that step to be fully truthful, you become more empowered. And it's part of your journey before coming compatibly together. But if you come together and there's any distortion that is not in alignment with the new world, there can be a temporary separation until it is cured divinely, so that it is not added into the creation for the new world. But it's important to know what's occurring as well. And in this great time, also, having said this, any little minor distortion that's there still can be worked on with the physical unity. For example, if someone has something, you're in a physical unity, and you need something that you need to do, you go for a walk, go in a forest for 2 hours. And what you will find is, amazingly, with your higher consciousness, you can change yourself in an instant by going for a walk for 2 hours. You can discern how the distortion disempowers you, and you can also discern how, by letting go of the distortion, not letting it control you, that you become more powerful. So it's important to allow for the unity to control you rather than the separation. Separation is fear-based. It's one of the things of the darkness that they use to control. And simply in this world, they use the different countries as separation so they could keep the people separated, so they were easier to control. We are in the times of unity, and upon the planet, the mission also includes uniting the entire planet. No more single countries. It's just one entire country worldwide, with all of the people as universal beings. So it's also important to know what is actually going on. And again, what I've just said, for some, you may already know it, but there's new ones all the time that are awakening that needs this information. So I'll keep it short, and with that, with the closing words, know your divine mission, know your divine priorities, keep united in the physical, don't let anything separate you, and you will see why. Because right now we have not ever been in this high of a great time for your powers in physical unity to even go further into the etheric and the miraculous, and also to have more of an effect on reality right here. As I said, many are dying. They cannot make it with their physical vessels yet, but all of us together in unity can change this. We raise the frequency. We create the reality where many can make it. And what I say again as well, if this was not true, none of us would be here experiencing this. All of you know that in our hearts we want to experience paradise. And you have that in your heart because that is the divine incentive that ensures that you take the actions and the priorities to create it. So again, you need to see what is your divine selfless priorities And you have to let go of the selfishness. The selfishness will disempower you. It will separate you. It will control you into the matrix. We are not the matrix. In unity, we are above, and we raise out of it, and we quickly eradicate the matrix. So this is very simple, what I've said. So, Sally Joanne says, that cigarette isn't taking care of your physical vessel. I absolutely disagree. For one thing, it's organic tobacco, and what I suggest is to look up the benefits of organic tobacco and what it does. And in the past, I've put out several lives and information on it, so you can look at that if you wish. So with that, yeah, without getting into much on that, I'm closing this up. But about the cigarettes, there's much information about organic tobacco. There is a difference between organic tobacco and bought-in cigarettes. Bought-in cigarettes are toxic. They're full of chemicals. When you have organic tobacco, there is no chemicals in there. You're only accessing more or less the nicotine, which is important because of the chemical actions it sets off in the physical vessel, which is in alignment with the energetics to also ascend the vessel. So it becomes a lot more, the biochemistry is what you need to know about it if you feel to know about it. So with that, love, light, and gratitude, and have an amazing day. Woo-hoo!